Alrighty guys, welcome back to Ether Bandit's Garage. I got so many views on this tractor, I figured I should order some parts and see if we can't get it running. So if y'all are caught up to date, y'all will know that I freed this engine up using a grease zerk on a grease gun and filling one cylinder up with grease and pressurizing it with the grease gun. And then the next video, I took it apart, or I started looking at stuff. I took the clutch apart, and we did not have any splines on this. I didn't take this apart, I just showed you it was worn out. Which that brings us to today. So now, I decided I was gonna honestly scrap the project or replace the crank. But the more I thought about it, I'm gonna weld the crank myself because it just is these splines, which honestly, after pulling this off, pulling that clutch drive off, the splines in this are not horrible. I mean, they're not good by any means, but they're not bad. And I think that we can take my welder, I'm gonna pull this pulley off, take the welder, and just match fit a pair, or the teeth on this to that, and call her good. So, and also, I have so much faith in this, I went ahead and I bought a carburetor kit and a new set of points and a new coil for it. And I think with those parts, maybe some new clutch disc. But then that starts tapping into our budget. I don't know quite yet, but we're just gonna have to find out, because I'm not gonna be driving this tractor every day. This is gonna be for parade or for shows. I was like, what do I have to lose? Which that's cracked right there. Interesting. Anyways, well, onward and upward. We are, I guess I need to get to pulling this pulley off. I'll get back to you in a little bit. So to take this pulley off, you take out these 4 bolts right here, 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. Pop your pin out for your clutch, and we just have this last one in there right now. And then this all comes out. 1 second. This comes out. Your pulley brake, and this is what engages and disengages your clutch. And you set this down, which I'm gonna go ahead and throw out there. She's got a couple hours on the clutch here, but that's okay. And now you should just be able to take this, and it comes up like that. Which is heavy, so I'll be right back. That pulley off, and it's got a little age on her, but those splines are definitely, I don't think it's that bad. Just build that back up, flatten it down. Huh. I'll be darned. So you can see all the gears and stuff in there. This one is for your what is that one for? I don't know. But it's coming. We got it apart now, so for those that want to see, this goes on here, right here. Those want to know how the clutch works. That slides in, and then this whole thing slides back and forth, which in turn moves all these dogs. See, these are your T-bolts and your dogs. These are the dogs, and then these are your T-bolts. And whenever that moves, it moves them in and out, clamps the clutch pedals tighter or looser, based on if you want it to be engaged or disengaged. Okay guys, so we got the shaft here prepped up, ready to start trying to weld it. I've already tried a little bit. I'm just mainly wanting to fill this like dip in right here, if y'all can see that. Got my little trusty e-saw out. We're running 192 inches per minute on wire, 035. I have it set for 1/8 inch. I mean, this is just pretty simple. You have all kinds of settings here. I leave it on Synergic MIG 035, and then you can adjust your settings this way. But and I have all this packed in there for that. I did a little bit of welding on 2 splines. We're gonna be building these up. I'm gonna weld all of them and then work on grinding them all down slowly. So I made 2 passes on it, enough to build it up. Yeah, just gonna keep plugging and chugging on this whole deal. It is more worn on this side, so I'm gonna be building that side up more, because you can easily see where it was originally at, versus that side is pretty much fine. Because I guess the crank spins this way. So yeah, keep welding. Okay guys, so where I left off, we were building these up. I've since ground them back down, and we're ready to put our clutch drive on, which I have test fitted it. That is the timing mark there, and then the timing mark on this side is very faint. It's right there. So all we're gonna do is just pick this up. And there we go. Now, so it does need to go in a little bit more. That's okay. It's just snug, which I'm gonna wait to do that, to tap it on until I get the pulley ready to go back on, which I'll get back to you in a second whenever I'm ready to do that. Okay guys, so I got the pulley on. It's straightforward. There's a bearing right on the other side of this flange. You wanna grease that. Splines aren't probably as pretty as I'd like them to be, but I'm just gonna see what happens, honestly. We are reusing the clutch disc. This whole clutch is just disgusting. The pulley's nasty, discs are nasty, but we're just gonna reuse them because there are a lot of unknowns about this tractor. And I drained the transmission fluid out the other day, and I found a gear tooth. I don't know what I did with it. Thought it was over there. It's not. So we're just gonna put it together, see how it does. If I like it, it might stay. If I don't like it, won't be out too much money. But that's about all I got. So I did shorten the bolt because I did notice that the bolt was originally looked like it was running out of room, which if that's the case, that's probably why this drive was not tightened properly and it failed. So I shortened it a little bit. We still have plenty to grab onto. We're gonna tighten it back up, put our clutch on there, see if we can't get it to start. I did end up pulling the flywheel off earlier today and changing the wire running to the starter. You can do it, change the wire by taking the starter out, but I opted to take the flywheel off because I don't even know why. I just want to try something different. So I'll get back to you in a second. Alrighty guys, so I got the clutch all back together again. Sorry about the glare. I have it adjusted, which it's very simple to adjust. You do it until it clicks, which is a little loose right now, but I mean, you can see right there. So it gets to right there and it clicks and it locks in. And then here's where it loosens. Pretty straightforward. On the clutch, this whole thing is very worn out. This disc, it's got a little bit of age on it. Needless to say, I could have spent a little bit more time on those splines, getting it more to fit better, but I don't know. I'm really curious to know what's going to happen as to whether the tractor is going to start or not. And at the end of the day, it's not going to be used for hard work. So I'm going to monitor this, and I'm sure if I get it going and it runs good, I'm going to be pulling all the clutch back apart again to put new discs in it, because those are so bad. But I mean, because it even needs a new steel. I've never seen them wear the splines out on the steel. Like, that one's a new one to me. So we're just gonna see what happens. But it does fit very well. It fits a whole lot better than it did before. And once again, if they fail again, oh my goodness, I am out $120 clutch drive. Like, it'll be okay. But I don't want to say too much about the upcoming video. But it's gonna be pretty interesting. Y'all might want to stay tuned for it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna run again. Just need a couple tweaks here and there. But I hope y'all enjoyed me rebuilding those splines. If y'all have any questions or thoughts or suggestions, I would love to hear them. Drop a comment below. So anyways, y'all don't have too much fun. We'll catch y'all next time. Stay tuned for the first start of this rusty old tractor.